Blood fever coming at ya.
Subscribe to Papa's YouTube channel.
We're out.
All right, folks, we got the CCI Standard Velocity, and we got Trewax. This is a wood wax, and the way I found out about this, I have one of my viewers contacted me through a lengthy email with a bunch of pictures. He's seen my process for seasoning a barrel. He's got a Bulgara B14R. He couldn't get the group at all. So he had this on hand because he does woodworking. He uses it on his table saw, his joiner, his router table and stuff to make them slick so the wood slides across it easy. So he seasoned his barrel with this. I will roll a picture in here of the target that he shot once he seasoned his barrel with this. He shot an ARA factory target, and on each row he used a different ammo. And the best looking group was the last one with CCI Standard Velocity. He had 1X in it, but he had a 2500 on that target. He maxed out each row with the exception of the X's. So this is a paste wax. It's a Carnauba. It's hard. It's harder than the men wax. And all we do here, I've got these lubed up, but I'm going to show you how to do this. A lot of people ask, how do you do it? I just stick it down in there. You can see that little hole I've already got. I stick it down in there and twirl it. And I pull it out. And just between my fingers, I take that and I rub it around the bullet real good. And make sure that it's fully coated. And then I let them set. Now, that one will be fresh. Right here is our lube bullets. Over here is our unlubed bullets. We're going to use them first. So let me get my target camera running down there. Go down there at 50 yards. And I want to get my target camera going down there. We're going to get this one going. We're going to see how the Trewax does. And another thing that Steve told me was if he lubed his bullets, it didn't matter if it was match grade ammo or what it was. If he lubed his bullets with this Trewax, it tightened his groups up. So I'm going to try that too. I'm not going to do it right now, but we'll do that in a later test. And we'll see with match ammo if it even tightens it up. Once you season your bore with this stuff, that would only make sense that you keep using the same lube on everything. So I'm going to get the target camera started and we'll get going. All right, folks, this is that ARA target that Steve shot after he seasoned his bore with the Trewax, and he's got the ammos lined up there, each row for the row that he shot. Ely Team, SK Rifle Match, SK Standard Plus, RWS Target Rifle, and CCI Standard Velocity. He made a 2500 on this target, and this was right after he conditioned it. All right, folks, we got the unlubed here, and then we're going to shoot the Trewax lube bullets. Let's get down there on that first row, all the way to the left, and put 5 on it. All right, not bad for unlubed. And it is muggy out here this morning. It had turned off cool last week, and it's back up. It's about 72 degrees this morning already. Very humid and foggy. We're still shooting to the right. But we're just shooting for groups. So. Yeah, that ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Well, do you think about that? I don't know what to think about it. If the whole box would do that, it would be great. Unfortunately, the whole box don't do that. All right, let's see. Group number 4. A couple flyers on that group. Last group. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to do a lube test when it's shooting that good unlubed. What do you think? Let's try our lube stuff. And I'd like to say something to y'all about what happened to Charlie Kirk. I'm not going to get political about it, but he was saying a lot of stuff to our young kids. He was bringing them back from some dark ideas that have been put in their head from the institutions. And they didn't want him doing that. We don't know who did it. The young boy may have been enticed to do it through other means. Somebody else might have been behind it. But I just want to say this. There's a lot of people out there that are taking this opportunity to grow their YouTube channels from this atrocity. And I'm not doing that. This is all I want to say about it. Even though they silenced that man, now 32,000 institutions have contacted Turning Point to get them to come to their campuses and speak. And there are millions and millions and millions of people all over the world marching in remembrance of Charlie, giving vigils and prayer services. All things work to the good for those who love God. You just remember that. Romans 8:28, I believe it is. For those that are called by his purpose. And so what was meant for evil is turning into something good. And yesterday, it was reported that the churches were packed everywhere, not just here in the United States, but in every country. And I know our little church, I was at work. I didn't get to go, but my wife told me, she said, we had the biggest crowd at church. She said it was like Christmas. So what the enemy meant for harm, the Lord has turned into a revival. And I praise that. I praise that. I'm thankful we have a God that's that good, that he can take something like that and turn it into something good. And I am getting a little emotional about it. But we live in a time, people, we have to be vigilant. And if you don't know Jesus Christ, it's a good time to get to know him. It's not safe anymore if you're not close to God. If you are close to God, they can kill your body, but they can't steal your soul. And that's the most important thing. Make sure your place is assured where you're going to be when you leave this world. And you don't have to worry about it. All right, let's go down there and let's put this first group down with the lube stuff. Watch it go all over the place. Okay, that ain't too bad. Let's see if it continues. This stuff, I bought it on Amazon. I've heard people getting it at their local hardware stores. I think some people's found it in Lowe's and some people's found it at Walmart. And I do want to take this time to say I have at least 12 or 13 people that have contacted me and thanked me for showing them about the barrel seasoning process. They all said they had a gun that didn't shoot consistently. They did it, and now their gun shoots fantastic. And I want to thank those people that contact me and let me know about their successes or their failures. I appreciate the feedback. I definitely don't want to give any bad advice to anybody. Had I not tried this beforehand, I wouldn't have shared it with anybody. All right. So Mr. Steve, I'm not going to give his last name, but he told me that it made a gun that he couldn't get to shoot to make a 2500 on an ARA target, and each row had a different ammo. I'll put that photo of that target in this. And he did say that if he lubed the bullets, that even when it was match ammo, it tightened them up using the Trewax. So if this is a better thing than the Midwax, I'm happy. And I'm thankful to Mr. Steve for sharing it with me. Okay, we had a flyer finally. Hopefully we don't have any more. It didn't pull out too far. I can see that the point of impact changed from the Unlubed to the Lube. It shifted upward a little bit. Yeah, there's a bad flyer. Good old CCI. Why couldn't that have been in the top group? 2 flyers in that last one. All right, let's go pull that target and measure it up. The first 3 groups, Unlubed, were amazing. They were tighter than the Unlubed. That last couple of flyers kind of messed that up, but we'll see. If you look at it, it's more consistent with the Lube than it was without it. And when we get to the portion of where we sort the ammo and try to sort some of the flyers out, get rid of the extreme weight difference variations, we might see that the Lube actually serves a really good purpose. So let me go down there, get the target, we'll measure it up, and we'll see how it turned out. This Johnny will be right back. Okay, people, here's what we got. It wasn't bad, lubed and unlubed, really. The unlubed 0.47, 0.43, 0.36, and then that big 0.65 there opened up for some reason, then a little 0.22 with a 0.426 average of all 25 shots. Our lube starts off a 0.37, a 0.25, and a 0.12. A 0.5 and a 0.5. For whatever reason, those last 2 opened back up, but we still got a 0.348, which is better by quite a bit. Almost 10 thousandths, just a little shy. It's better than a 0.426. We can see that the lube is helping, the correct lube. The liquid A-LOX did really good. It did a little better than this. So I'm going to keep going with these. I've got several other lubes to try. And once we find the one that we get the most significant difference with, then we're going to weight sort. And I have a chronograph coming that actually measures SDs. It's got an app that hooks to your phone. And I should have that today or tomorrow. And we will start putting these through the chronograph to see if we actually tighten up our SDs and our ESs, lubed and unlubed. I'm hoping that with the lube it shows a better a better standard deviation especially. That's the most important thing. So this lead fever, hope you enjoy this. I'm going to keep it going. Some of you really enjoy it and others don't. So I'm trying to do this for the people that don't want to spend a whole lot of money on ammo and still have something decent to shoot. So I'm hoping to find something. And if y'all have any more comments or ideas, just keep them coming because I'm listening to them. I'm implementing everything you tell me. So this is Johnny with Lead Fever. We're out.